All right, we're back, and just wanted to add a couple of notes to the installation and a couple observations here. The first one is a mistake I made when I was putting together the first two toms, is that I mounted the trigger upside down. And I didn't realize it until I put both heads on that the logo was upside down. So I had to take that back apart and flip it over. But here's the installation. You can see inside the trigger, and I adjusted the trigger itself to just touch the head. The instructions say not to let it bulge out, but just barely touch the head, and also have it off center slightly. So I put it about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch maybe off from center. The other thing is, I thought I was going to cut the head, the bottom head, but it looks like I don't need to because it doesn't really make any sound with the mesh head. So I'm going to leave them on and see if that causes any issues. I did zip tie the cable, the wire to the bracket, as you can maybe see inside there, just so it's not flopping around in there. And then also one of my toms was missing a lug screw, so I had to get that from the house in my spare parts bin. And the other thing is I tightened all the lugs inside the shell. They were all loose. So make sure you go through that. And then I didn't really know this, but this Pearl Forum drum actually has a hoop mounted tom mount, which is kind of cool. It was kind of a thing back in the 90s where they didn't want the bar from the tom mount to go through the shell. They wanted more of the ability for the drum to ring on its own, so they came up with this style of mount. So that's kind of cool for an inexpensive drum set. Other than that, I've got it plugged into my old TD7 head on the bench here. So let's see if they all make sound. So, okay, that one works. Let's try the next one. Okay, not as loud as the other one, but maybe because I don't have it in the tom number 2, but oh, that's a snare. That is a snare, tom 2. Doesn't sound too loud right now, but let's see what happens when we get it on the kit. All right, let's go for the third one. Okay, that one's making some sound as well, but again, we're not going to play it through the TD7. It's going to go on the TD8 that we have on the drum kit. So I think we're ready to go and do the rest of the modifications to the kit. All right, we will see you down on the floor.